Hello, and welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm
And
Cheryl,
I'm Sherry.
and we're here to encourage someone. How was it that we used to say it when we were younger? Talk what you know and not what you
Oh
think.
yeah, you better put that head roll in there. Talk what you know and not what you think.
Right.
So if you saying some things, you better be absolutely certain.
Absolutely certain,
Mm-hmm.
because once it's out there, right?
Right.
And especially if you're saying it with force,
Mm-hmm. Conviction.
conviction.
Mm-hmm.
If you're saying it, they know exactly what you're saying.
Right, exactly. A lot of times I have this thing about they say. So
Mhm.
you can't be going off of what someone else says.
Right.
You better
You
know.
better know.
100%. You better
Mhm.
be 100% certain.
Mhm.
That what you're saying, you can back it up. What
Right.
you're saying, you can be held accountable
Right.
for, or you can hold someone else
Right.
accountable for, because this is true. It's not one of those things that I can change my mind.
Right.
I said it, however, I'm going back changing my mind. Because as we do say, words are like bubbles. Once they're out there, they're just out
They're
there.
out there.
And in the natural, we had that thing quick to say, my bad,
My
I'm
bad.
sorry,
Look,
I take that back, I take that back. I didn't
Right.
mean to say that. Yes, you did.
Right.
Because it was said.
Right.
I take that back, I take that back. No, what I meant to say was, okay, so go ahead and say what you mean and mean what you say.
And look, and I'm gonna tell you, because spiritually, look, there's some things that hold merit. Watch
Right,
this.
okay.
In Daniel 6:12, then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree.
All right.
So that meant, look, he meant it. He said
meant
it, he meant it, and he was backing it up,
Right.
To ensure,
To ensure.
right?
This is one thing I'm certain of.
This is one thing I'm certain of. So, has thou not signed a decree
Also signed, sealed.
there it is, right?
And delivered.
So watch this, that every man that shall ask a petition of any god or man within 30 days, save of thee, O king,
okay,
shall be cast into the dens of lions.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Roar.
Watch this, right? So watch this. So if you're saying, look, the king said it,
right?
So and he has to stand by his word.
Look,
your word needs to be your bond, right?
Exactly.
So watch this. It says, and the king answered and said, the thing is true.
Oh man, no takebacks.
No takebacks, right?
No takebacks.
And I'm sure he had said it, and he was sure when he said it.
Right.
But now it sounds like, wait a minute, hold on.
Right.
I wish I could take it back.
Exactly.
But I also sign, my word is my bond, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is true according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altereth not.
Okay.
So he couldn't change it.
He couldn't change it. It was signed,
it.
sealed, and delivered.
Right.
And not just that, sister, but what I just got out of that, even after he signed, sealed, these people were coming to hold him accountable. But because you said it, and if you want us to abide by something that you signed, sealed, and delivered,
you yourself
have to be held accountable. So I'm not sure from this story, maybe he and Daniel became friends, or maybe he realized, wait a minute, this God that Daniel's praying to is the one and true God. However, because I'm not going to say he was premature when he signed this decree, because as you said, when he signed it, he meant it. However, but because it had been signed, okay, this thing has to be honored. Right. Period. So again, no takebacks. It's out here. I'm holding you guys accountable, and you guys can hold me accountable. Right. So whatever you say, as you said, in the natural and spiritual, this thing is all intertwined. So once you say it, you better be able to back it up. Right. And even with the king's decree couldn't go back and be changed for at least 30 days. Right. Or they couldn't pray to anybody, to any god. Right. For 30 days or whatever. So decree, I'm sure maybe somebody came back and wrote a different decree and said, hey, we can change that one. But up until then, because you said, Oh, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's back this thing up, right?
Right.
So you have to show us that you mean
that
business.
you mean business.
If you want to keep our respect, show us you mean business. All
Look,
right.
say what you mean and mean what you say.
Every time.
Every time.
And
Right.
don't be listening to they say.
Okay.
Right. Cause sometimes I be wanting to go find they say
who is they?
And just knock them around sometimes. No merit whatsoever. You know. But let's end it there for them, sister. All right.
Okay, go ahead and like us.
Okay, love us.
Share us.
Okay, talk to us. Okay, and mean what you say and say what you mean.
Right.
Okay.
And hit that red subscribe button. Come on, join us if you haven't. Thank you to those who have. Right.
And tell somebody about it.
Right. Look. What is it? Each one teach one.
Exactly.
So go ahead and bring someone on over with you. And thank you again for all of you guys who have supported us. Look, not just on the social medias, but also in the book. And we greatly appreciate you. And for those who haven't, still got time.
You have time.
All right.
It's out there. All right. So we're going to end it there. And we just hope and pray that you guys have an awfully blessed night.
Good night.
Good night.